Hugo 3 for the DOS. Came out in 1992. If you don't know the story, Hugo and Penelope are flying back from Europe, and some weird thing happens over the ocean. They do some loopy loops, and they crash into the jungle. Some of my favorite parts about this game is that Hugo right now is wearing pink pants and a blue shirt. And well, they crashed their charter plane, which is already should be up for question because you don't fly a charter plane over the Atlantic Ocean, A. And B, the plane doesn't look all too damaged, and it's somehow covered in vines in a very open area of the jungle. But anyway, Penelope goes out and she decides to go exploring in the jungle, and she goes, "Oh, look at this spider web." She apparently has never heard of a poisonous spider in her life, but look how big this spider is. It's the size of her head, and she doesn't see it coming. Chomp, good one. But she has time to stay on her feet and yell for help. So now Hugo is wearing a maroon jacket with a yellow hat and yellow pants, so he's had time to change his clothes in the meantime. Uh, while one of the jungle natives comes and checks on Penelope and says, "Hey, your friend has been bitten by a spider. You have 48 hours to administer the potion." And Hugo's like, "Oh no, an antidote? Where do I get said antidote?" And the timer will start now. So now we gotta go back and tread to the plane again. Which, by the way, we have to be repairing this plane, which is another thing to take into question as well too. So we gotta enter the plane and we're gonna get a sandwich because Hugo will get hungry along the way. We gotta get our pins, get our clay, get our cube, and get our flask. And then we gotta get out. Alright. See you, plane. See you in about 5 minutes. So all of these are very important. Also, this game has no music, so whenever new people come into chat and they say that they can't hear the game audio, just tell them to turn up their volume. It'll really help the stream. Here we're gonna preemptively get tie vines ready. We can cross the bridge. We gotta get scroll ready because we'll be grabbing a scroll onto the next screen. Yeah, there's no nudity like DOS nudity. DOS nudity takes it to a whole new level. Then we're gonna read the scroll quick. Alright, that was a good read. Get the next item ready. So the cool thing about this game is that you can pretty much buffer your inputs already. This bell is probably the one thing that most people walk past as a kid because it blends in very well. Also to mention that this is the 100% category, so if you look at the top of the screen, you can see score 33 of 128. To complete 100% category, you need a 128 out of 128. The any percent category to this is actually pretty insane. And we're gonna get the ball, and now we're going to get ready to give the cube to one of the little girls in town, and in turn she's going to give us a blow dart, which is a pretty good trade, a Rubik's Cube for a blow dart. I'll take it any day of the week. Alright, then we're going to get ready to make a doll. So we're going to that clay and those pins that we got from the plane, we're going to make a voodoo doll out of. Alright, and while we're in here, we're going to put the sandwich in the cage. And then we're gonna have Hugo walk over here. Then we're gonna type in stab doll. So we're gonna puncture the doll. The witch doctor's gonna run over, all sorts of angry. The mouse now gets stuck in the cage. We're gonna open the door just because we can. See you, guy. Then we're gonna get the cage. So this coming up part here is a little scary because we can actually soft lock the game coming up here. What we have to do is scare the elephant with the mouse, but we also have to tranquilize the elephant to block the water flow. So what could happen is that we can shoot the elephant, and the elephant can actually just go to sleep on the screen without blocking this little river right here. All right, you actually have to swing on the vines from 100%. It's actually kind of funny. So we're gonna get this book. We need it to scare away a ghost. So here we're going to drop the cage in which that had the mouse, and we're going to shoot the elephant. Then we're going to open the cage. This is going to scare the elephant into the river. So now, get on the other screen, Hugo. So now the elephant fell asleep in the river and is blocking the flow of the river now. So now we have to do a bit of a backtrack to fill the flask of water, because the water is magical and that is the antidote to cure the spider bite. Spoilers. There's the spooky ghost again. We didn't know this was a horror game now, so expect this at the spooky marathon. Don't need to be close to the water, just gotta be on the screen. Fill the flask. This is honestly right here the worst thing in the game, is that you have to walk on these rocks in a particular manner or you just get stuck. Honestly, the worst part of this game is the walking, because every pixel can stop Hugo whenever it wants. So we have this ghost right here, but we're just gonna put it to sleep by reading it in a book. There you go. Whoosh, ghost is gone. Now we're gonna get this giant hidden cave. So this guy is gonna ask us a bunch of questions. He gives us a little wink. And now we're off to save Penelope. And time. So 5:35, not bad. I think it might be a PB. I don't know. I don't actively run this game anymore, but now we got the magical water in the flask, and we hydrated Penelope because she was just dehydrated apparently. She didn't have hydrate bot in her chat, so we administer the remedy to Penelope, and the rejuvenating powers of water, hydrates her, and we're magically flying in a plane that somehow got fixed. GG's. There's Hugo 3. So yeah. Oh, and before we cut, in chat is Mola's birthday. Go tell him happy birthday.